Hey everyone, I'm here at the new Green Line stop in Somerville. At least one of them. The first one from North Station going to West Medford. It's going to be at this bridge right here. I think it's going to span both sides of the bridge. What we're looking at here, I'm guessing it's an elevator shaft, and that big pipe in the middle is where it's going to be a hydraulic elevator. There'll be a big piston that lifts it up and down. I'm just guessing this. I might be totally wrong. But I think this will be handicap. I mean, obviously it'll be handicap accessible from the street here. And there'll be ramps and stairs and everything that lead up to this station. They just replaced this bridge this past summer. They closed off the entire road to do that. I've known this station was going to go here for quite some time. I had an ex-friend that lived in that house right there. She moved away, but this is coming along. She got thrown out while the owner of that unit renovated. Probably looks nothing like what it did when she lived there. It's probably twice as expensive. Yeah, when light rail or mass transit comes to your neighborhood, your property values go way up. There should be a crosswalk here, or at least paint that one. This new bridge looks nice. It's pretty wide. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks, I think. And then this will be a walkway or part of the Green Line commuter rail. I'm sorry, Green Line station connection, where you can walk from one side of the bridge to the other. There might be a bike path up there as well. It's probably the bike path actually. Yeah, so this will accommodate the Green Line, new Green Line station and the commuter rail. They might even put a commuter rail station in. I hope they do. That'd be great. You can see all the utilities. The Green Line's gonna run all the way down there to North Point, which is a whole nother area we'll be going to later. We'll see the new Lechmere construction for the Green Line. Anyway, that's the update for this new bridge they put in. We'll be back here as they start building the station. On to the next construction project. So I found this blue bike sitting in this really beautiful grove. And I'm gonna use it. This is a nice little discovery. some transportation, and it won't be abandoned if someone abandoned it. I don't know how blue bikes get abandoned, but when you find one, use it and return it. This will be fun. We're gonna check out some more construction sites. I'm excited. Cool. All right, so here we are at the new Green Line overpass. It's passing over the commuter rail tracks, and there's two different branches. There's one coming towards us right here. It's gonna go to Union Square, and then there's one that goes across that's gonna go to the bridge that we were just at and up to West Medford. Unfortunately, I don't think this bridge includes any bike paths or any walking paths. It's all just for trains. And they're about halfway through building it. I actually have some photos of when none of this was here. There was some posts and stuff. I'll show them right now. We'll check out the new Green Line maintenance facility, which is on the other side of this bridge back there. And yeah, we're about to go to the Lechmere station and check that out. The new viaduct connecting to the main line. All right, on to the next one. I'm here in the underpass. Sorry I don't know this street. I'll put it up on the screen right now. It's in Cambridge, and this is the new Green Line extension. It is northbound and southbound. At least I think that's the directions they're going. And the Green Line Lechmere station is going to be down there. Brand new one. They haven't put on any of the decking or concrete, so it's a really beautiful structure. I love the color. And this building was built not too long ago. This is, what's it called? There's a sculpture up there that I helped install a few years ago. It's really cool. Artists for Humanity designed it, and I helped install it. So this is all residents right here, and they'll be close to the new Green Line station. Yeah, this is coming along nice. You can see they actually have some decking stacked up there ready to be laid out. And they have a walkway along here, all cantilevered out. This is great. Let's go to the Lechmere station. So this will be the new Lechmere station. Pretty sure there'll be elevators and things over there. Who knows? I'm gonna start building a structure under the bridge. And this is the northbound, and that's the southbound. And maybe they'll deck over the whole thing over there. I'm pretty sure they will. Or they'll build a structure up that goes in between the two bridges. And then they have new development happening here at North Point. There's actually a bunch more buildings that are going to be built in here. They're already starting to bore and do footings, I'm pretty sure, over there. At least that's what that machine is for. It's a big drill rig. And then there's two giant buildings going in over here where the tower cranes are. I think this will be parking, or not exactly sure. I think the station might go over this section. But it continues that way. As you can see, they've already put the decking up here, and they're ready to pour concrete if they haven't already. I don't think they have, because I'm pretty sure this formwork right here is to hold concrete as well, because the deck cantilevers out over the edge. And there's another example. They'll be pouring concrete on top of this section here, and when you pull this off, it's just a concrete shelf. Don't want to get hit by the backhoe. Looks good. You can definitely tell they haven't poured concrete because you can see light passing through little pinholes. They actually have to seal all those up before they pour. They might do it with great stuff or something. I'm not sure. All right, let's keep moving on. So this is where the new Green Line meets up where they're torn down the old one. The old one ran along here and then came this way and hooked into that bridge structure right there. And that's the old Lechmere station, which they're tearing down. This is gonna look a lot different in the next couple of years. They're gonna redo this whole intersection. I think the street I was just on over there is gonna tie into that street over there, go all the way through. And then this street's gonna tie into this one. And they'll probably have a park or something here, I'm not sure. Be smart if they did that. Just my own personal opinion. But yeah, this is coming along nice. This I like this archwork they have. This archwork here. And they even have sections of the old elevated steel Green Line viaduct that they haven't removed. I'm gonna go see if I can get close to that. Just give me a sec. So this is the old steel viaduct crossbeam, and this is the vertical post that held it up. You can see how old this stuff is. It's all riveted. It's really cool. But it's about to head to the scrapyard. So they're putting in these footings, these new posts, these concrete columns. Check out all the rebar. Holy fuck.
Absolutely.
These guys are all cramped up inside there, having to tie the stuff all off. I don't even know how much one of these pieces of rebar weighs. I don't think I've ever seen rebar that thick. That's some crazy shit. Look at the size of that bolt. Yeah, that footing's not going anywhere. Holy fuck. Yeah, he's not having a good time inside that cage. But check out this scrap pile here. It's all lead paint. They usually have to like scrape away a strip before they cut it. That does not look like a fun job at all. No, I know, it's crazy. That's like working inside of a cage. Do you mind if you're on camera?
Not really.
Oh, cool.
Buddy, we appreciate it.
Yeah, you're awesome. So this is one of the footings. You can see all the ornate line work that they've incorporated into it. It actually looks pretty good in the shape. There are these special forms that make this pattern in this shape, and they pour the concrete in one single pour, pretty sure. They're actually doing that right over there. We'll get a closer look. Yeah, so they have a pumper truck bringing the concrete up and into the form. It's really cool how you can go from a bunch of rebar to formwork to this. So here they are. They just filled the form, and that small tube is a vibrator, and it vibrates all the bubbles out of the concrete. Make sure there's no air bubbles. They fill it right to the top. And this whole form is all bolted together, so it's not going anywhere. And this generator is running the vibrator. And they have a tape measure to make sure they're at the right height. It's pretty cool. I think it's crazy they're working on a Sunday. But I guess you make the big bucks when you're working weekends. Double time, I think. Who knows? So they're getting ready to pour the second form. How many trucks did it take to fill one of these? 2. Cool.
About 20 yards.
Wow, thanks. So yeah, they're about ready to start filling that second form. And this cement truck was empty the rest. Flowed into the pumper truck. You can see it coming out. They have the hose down too far. They see it coming out of the hose, but they're just watching it, and they have the vibrator down there, making sure all the air bubbles are gone. If there's any air bubbles, it shows up on the edge of the form. You guys get the hints. We should just move on to the next. Let's keep on keeping on. I'm doing a voiceover because the wind noise was a little too strong in this clip. But here we are where the new bridge connects to the existing viaduct. The existing viaduct is over 100 years old, and they're going to have to do some form work here to connect the two because it is crumbling. I'll zoom in and you can see crumbling concrete. So this viaduct, it's actually a decent looking arched bridge viaduct that was built in, I think, 1901, and it's crumbling and seen better days, but it could get fixed up with a coat of paint and some new concrete. And they've torn down the old elevated Okay, so here we are with two new buildings being built. There's one back there that has all the framing already being installed, has two tower cranes, and I'm not sure if that building has an underground. I think it was built on a slab on grade. Well, this building has a giant underground parking garage that's about 5 stories deep, and it's taken a few months to construct that, but they're almost done with constructing the garage, and then they're gonna build something else on top of it. I'm assuming they have some crazy formwork right here. You can see the ramp going down under the garage. And there's a ramp going up here. That's how you can tell parking garages, because the floors are not level. many ramps. And that building does not have any parking in it because there are no ramps. This building here does have parking. These two are actually more. There's like 5 stories of parking from so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 or 5 stories of parking in that building. That's common where they build parking into the first few levels. These big long cross members here help hold up the walls while they dig down. I have photos of that, and I'll show you. Yeah, check out these old photos. And here's another view of the steel work going up in the other building. And these buildings, if this isn't even a building, this might actually, they might put a park on top of this, or a smaller building than the garage is actually built to. But we will see. But this will eventually be a main road. They're gonna eventually put a building here. There'll be a park area in front of this building and in front of the road. I was down over there when I was talking about the Green Line. North Point is billions and billions and billions of dollars being pumped into a brand new neighborhood that was just a barren wasteland. This building is very new. It was built last year. Onward we go. So now we're under the bridge. Before we were up there looking down, and now we're under the bridge. It's a pretty cool view that's gonna go away real soon. But behind us is a new building that was just recently built within the last year or so. They have this cool new bike storage, which I actually really like this. It has 0 bikes in it. But I don't know, maybe someday it'll have bikes in it. You know, it's typical of Boston or Cambridge or whatever to have, you know, vehicle storage that is empty. So this building that was built recently is one of the ugliest buildings. I'm sort of like awestruck at how just terrible some architecture is. I mean, all in all, architecture's gotten slightly better in the last 50 years, but we still have architects that like to do brutalism, and I'm not a big fan of it, even though there are giant blank walls on this building that would be perfect for artwork. That's what brutalism is. It's a giant blank canvas. Here's a little fun fact about this area. This is a piece of the Berlin Wall. It's protected by plexiglass, or actual glass, plexiglass. Yeah, it's pretty cool that a section of the Berlin Wall sits here in Cambridge next to this beautiful waterfall. Anyway, just thought I'd let you know about that. So I just noticed this giant crane on a barge here, and I'm not exactly sure what they need it for, but we'll keep an eye on it and see if it's a new construction project that we're gonna have to check out and do tours of. And the drawbridge is about to open. Let's go over there. So this drawbridge was actually replaced about 10 years ago. They closed off this entire road to replace this. And in the summertime it goes up and down quite a bit. There's another drawbridge right there that's for the Green Line that also is capable of going up and down, but I don't think it does anymore. You can see the boat passing now. It's not usually one boat. And they go both ways usually. Oh, there was one boat. I know during 4th of July when there's the fireworks and stuff, this bridge opens a lot. And that's the control tower that controls everything. We're gonna go check out that project right now before my battery runs out. More voiceover because of wind noise. Here we are on the West End. This new tower project. Not sure how many floors this is gonna be, but this tower replaced a really ugly parking garage, as you can see here. It was pretty hideous, so they tore that down, thankfully, and they're building this new tower, and it has a giant underground parking garage that's gonna hold almost as many cars, and it's gonna have a park on top. The entrance to the parking garage is right there, and they've already started putting glass on this tower in the corner. You can see it right there. This area has gone under quite a huge change. The Green Line used to wrap around the corner right here, and it was all elevated and ugly. They tore that all down, but it went right down the street above. I took this photo from the parking garage, 2005, and then past the lone tenement, which you can see there. It was like right up against it, and to Science Park. And now the Green Line goes underground under this really tall building here, and under North Station to North Station. And this tower here was built about 3 years ago, and this is all residential as well. All right, before my battery dies, I'll show you this building here, and there's one next to it that was just recently built in the last year. They're gigantic. And they're offices, hotels, residential, a whole mix of things. There's a Star Market in there. It's connected to North Station. It's pretty great, actually. I've been waiting for this to be built, and now there it is. There was a giant wall on Causeway Street that I wanted to do a huge mural on, but never got the chance. And now it's all covered up by these buildings. Down this street is where my giant sequoia tree used to stand, and they tore that wall down, and they're building a giant glass high-rise tower that's gonna be slightly taller than this tower right here, but that's gonna start being erected soon. Yeah, this area has gone through a lot of change, and it's not done yet. But my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna end my tour here, but we'll continue from this spot in a couple of days. I'm gonna go down Causeway Street and then cut over to get a better look at what's going on down Merrimack Street. All right, until next time.